So to start us off, Plaques, how about you tell me a little bit about yourself, when and how you got into crypto and Wax, and then when and how you got into Taco and your role around there now.
Oh, good question, mate. It's always one that I like to tell as well. It's a good story. I got into,
Yeah.
can you hear me all right? Is the microphone good?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yep.
Yeah. So I got into crypto first when in 2016. I originally invested in Bitcoin. I bought some like with the cash transaction off a friend, few thousand euros, and it really went far. Put it that way. So in 2016, that was when I first got introduced into crypto, and the year after that, I was looking into Ethereum, and the very first NFTs came about. Like NFTs was unheard of at the time. There was a brand new project called Decentraland coming out, and I got on the pre-sale of it. I bought some land for $80, and that turned out to be a real good investment as well. That was my introduction to NFTs. And then there was a bit of a crypto winter 2018, 2019 time, and it was a bit of a struggle for me in my personal life as well. So I took a break from crypto for a few years, and then when I came back, I had a good start in it. I'd started getting into crypto as much as I loved it. I used to love it before. I started coming on Discord all the time, getting involved with some other projects that I was invested in, and then I discovered Wax through the tip bot. Tip CC. I don't know if you know that bot.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, so I was always a huge fan of Tip CC, and that's how I actually discovered Wax. And then I just absolutely love the Wax blockchain for like its zero gas fees, its focus on community, some of the projects and development that was going on. So this was around a year and a half ago or something like that. So at the same time that I discovered Wax, I discovered Taco, and Taco had only just started. They was a couple of weeks old, and they had a Telegram channel, and they had the utility app, and it was perfect for me. The way that it worked with, like, I could control, it's a utility for the Wax blockchain, the Taco app. So but what they did was like, they didn't have a Discord. So I got onto like the lead developer, the owner of that project, and I reached out to Fede and I said, look, is there any chance that you guys are thinking about setting up a Discord? I'd love to help. Fede gave me the opportunity, and I built on that and became an integral part of the Taco, and then worked my way into actually being part of the team now. So now I'm community manager there. It's all official. It's a registered company. After that, I was Taco Racers is like an offshoot of some of our community members that was originally in Taco that started up and did their own project. So they brought me along to be community manager at Taco Racers also, and head of marketing. So yeah, it's just been like the rocket emoji really since I got involved with crypto.
Wow, awesome little story. All right, and so you're the one that got the Discord going and everything. All right, so
Yeah,
good to hear. And I agree with what you said about Wax. We said pretty much every stream. The community here is awesome. The utility, the gaming focused, proof of stake, instant transactions, super cheap. That's just what's bringing us all together. And now, personally, I haven't been into other chains that much, but I've definitely heard from other people that were into other chains that Wax is the place for community and what we just said, kind of trying to build real projects, real products, not just trying to flip things, trying to make really community oriented. And you definitely see that from the creators, just like yourself, just like the other collabs we have. They're all about getting on here doing AMAs, and that's all part of it, getting feedback, addressing feedback to create the products. So that's really awesome. How about we're gonna do some screen sharing, and then you can walk us.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, I didn't realize you was just talking to me then. Right. So yeah. So can you guys see that?
Oh no, not yet. Hold on. Let's see. I don't remember if I was on already. I'm not seeing your screen.
Right, 1 second. Let me just make sure it's double check. Oh,
Throw it in Discord.
There we go. Right.
All right, and now we do that. Boom ski. All right. Yeah, if you just want to kind of at your own pace, just walk us through, pretend we're all noobs. I mean, we all know what Wax is, but aside from that, pretend we don't know what Taco Racers is and kind of go through it. If anyone has questions, just throw them in and we'll go from there, all right?
Right, so basically this is the Taco Racers homepage, and I'll just do a quick overview of what Taco Racers is before we have a look at how it's played. But Taco Racers, this is basically the tuning mode. So in the future, this will kind of be an offshoot of what Taco Racers is going to be, because Taco Racers is like an open world racing community game on Wax, full of mini games where you can own dealerships, own properties, garages, paint shops, customized vehicles, playing such mini games such as like Crazy Taxi, Cops and Robbers, Destruction Derby. There's
Wow.
so much that's in the works. It's a really, really huge project. It's developed in Unity. Currently, where we're at in the roadmap at the moment is tuning mode, which you're looking at on this website here, which I'll go into a little bit of depth in a minute. This is tuning mode is our first release of. It's like a feature of one of the games, and it's a skill based, but also a little bit luck based NFT game. Where basically you have a vehicle and you have a driver of different rarities. Well, you'll get to see this in action in a minute. And then you can put those vehicles into a race, and depending on the settings that you have tuned your vehicle, you can win the race. So the race is played using Taco tokenomics at the moment. So you can race using Wax, Taco, or Shing. And you'll also win a rake back. You know, it's not gambling. Every position in the race will pick up some kind of reward. Do you know what I mean? So there's always a reward, no matter what. It's not a gamble. But if you do win the race, then you win back more than what you put in. We'll see that in action in just a moment.
Okay, cool, yeah.
As I said, Taco Racers is so expansive in what it's going to be. In this corner here, you can see the Taco Racers land sale. Get ready. That proportion of the map in purple there is the first bit of map that we're going to be releasing. And we really recently had a land deeds sale, and the land deeds is kind of like like a ticket to be able to place where you want your particular land to be on the map, which is very strategic for like sub communities which we promote to be created around our games. The same with Taco and Taco Racers. We love people to like integrate their game into their community. You know, like with Taco Brigade. Lots of other projects have venues and they promote that. You know, it's a way of making all projects work together. So we want to do the same thing at Taco Racers. It's strategic to have land in strategic places. So basically, I'll go to the next page now. You would click this Go Race to be able to play the tuning mode as it currently stands. You're going to need a driver, and you're going to need a vehicle.
Okay.
You could have got with our original drop was the Founders Pack. This was our first ever drop, and it's a really high rarity vehicle, one of the fastest that's currently out. And you would need a driver as well. So if you are interested in getting a driver or a vehicle to play the game, you can buy them on secondary, or you can win them in such giveaways that we've got today. Like we've got some vehicles we sent you, we've got some drivers there, so there's plenty of chances to win. So first of all, you select a vehicle. Oh, you're not logged in. Might need to log in then. Just 1 second.
All right, so there's still a lot to come, guys. This is just a preliminary of what's going on.
Bare bones, absolutely bare bones of what is coming. To be honest, do you know what? I'll be able to I'll pull up a little development, pre-development footage in a minute after I've explained this.
Oh boy!
So I should be logged in now.
Okay.
And then now you can see that's the driver that I've got currently equipped. That's a Doom Mythic driver that I've got equipped at the moment there. So that's my driver for the vehicle. You only have to select one driver, you don't need multiple. And then you can select a vehicle. So out of your vehicles that you've got here, and I've got quite a few there, select
Nice.
a vehicle. So that one there is Founder's vehicle. And then you'd select a league. So you can enter in the Shing League or the Wax League. So we'll go for the Shing League. 1,000 Shing it's going to cost to enter. And then this track here is probably the easiest one. You'll see here it says it's going to reset in 21 hours 28 minutes. That's because in the next page you're going to see how the vehicle's tuned, and the tuning settings on this particular league change every 24 hours. So that's because once you've got your tuning settings perfect, you'll be winning every race. Do you know what I mean? So to keep it fresh, to keep it competitive, every 24 hours on this league it changes. So then you go tune. 1 second. So in here we've got what the weather is going to be like for today, and it looks like it's going to be pretty sunny, but there is a chance of rain or snow. I'm going to actually say I'm going to hope that it's going to be a sunny day. So I'm going to do my tuning accordingly. So this is basically like this is what changes daily. Do you know the randomization of this setting here, which is completely random in a sense. You just have to kind of gauge it. So we can set these to whatever we want, and how you want to do it strategically is run these settings or any settings that you would wish, and then look at your race time, where you've come on the race, and then adjust your settings until you get your tuning perfect. With the tires here. This is basically it adds power to the race. So if I choose the racing tires and it's a hot day, then I'm going to get an extra time. I'm going to complete the race faster. But if I put the racing tires on and it snows, I'm going to do really, really bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll go with the racing tires this time, and then we'll also go with the premium fuel because I think it's going to be quite sunny. Also, increase the power of your cars. You can. I'm not going to click it now, so it'll come out of the race, but I can equip some of the parts that are in the parts packs also to your vehicle to make it extra powerful. You can also blend up the parts, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So let's go race. Currently, you do not see a 3D version of the race. You're not going to be able to see your car go past the finish line in this current alpha version.
Okay.
But we'll be able to see the result here. So let's see what's happening here. We're just waiting for me to finish tuning the vehicle, which will be done in a second. Right, there we go. So now all the races are ready and the race will begin in a few moments. When the race is completed, we'll get the results back in a minute and we'll see where I placed and what my prizes were. Okay. For every race, for every player, you will always receive our token TRC, which can be spent in the in-game shop on vehicles, parts, upgrades, gotcha. Customizations. You know, so everybody's a winner, no matter what. We'll see how we're going to get on with this, and then after this little race thing that we've just done here, I'll show you some of that development footage. Okay,
cool. So you're racing against other people there in this race?
Yes, it's PvP. Yes, it is. They're other people. That's not an AI. That's other players that are in our community there that are also playing. How it works is that when a race is queued up by the contract, players can join that, and then once it's full, it automatically runs the race.
So people just joined just now when you had that up, or were they in queue?
Either just now or in the queue from not so long ago, okay. Like within the last 30 minutes for sure.
Oh well,
but because cool. I was the last one to join. Oh yeah, it's pretty popular because what it is, you can queue up more than one race. You know, so while this one's running, I can go over here and then go and queue up another race. There's no cooldown.
Okay.
But you'd need extra vehicles for that. You can only stake one vehicle to a race at any one time. You'd need more than one vehicle.
When there's a group of people queuing, it just groups them together and starts, or does somebody actually choose like the race track and everything? And so when you start,
like as long as there's 5 individual people joining a queued contract, then that's when the race will start. You can't join a race twice. But as long as there's 5 different people, it just joins them in order of their queue.
Okay.
On the back end.
Nice.
It doesn't. And this bit here that we're looking at here, this is taken up. To be honest, it's on the longer side. It's usually up to 60 seconds. Okay. And we'll see. I came dead last because these guys are like absolutely on fire. These play it all the time.
Look, so it's a simulation, and we'll get into what's coming. But for now, it's a simulation, and it's based only on the tuning, right, and your own parts to get these results.
Bit of randomization and with the weather.
Oh, with the weather, yeah. So a little bit of RNG going on too. But for the most part, these people here in this race, the reason that first place got first is because they were tuned better for the condition of the race. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. He's been playing it all day. Shout out to Creative Shaman Arts.
Okay.
And he's smashing the scores. You see, 118, 117 is like the bottom. That is the fastest scores that you can really get that I've seen. 124 is like, you can see the difference between first and third is points of a second, because them guys have got their tuning perfect for today.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's really competitive. It's really addicting. But one of the things I don't play so much myself, because I always end up dead last here. I am rubbish at this section of the game. Right. So to stream, one second while I pull up this other footage that I was going to show.
Yeah. So tell us about what's coming. So I assume it will be some kind of 3D race, or maybe not. So tell us what's going on.
Open world, like GTA, where you can drive around in the world.
Okay.
A few of us already played it. Like for the VIPs, we already put out like a beta test. This is about a month ago, when it was very early, and you could drive around the little world that was available at the time.
Nice.
1 second.
All right.
So, I can stream it in here. So, we're still looking at my screen, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
This is some album footage.
We got a little video here.
Stream Games.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, it is kind of like a little GTA thing going on. Can you get out your car?
No, you can't get out of the vehicle.
What kinds of things can you do in this open world then? You're driving around?
So, in the open world, you can imagine it as most open world games, where you'll be able to drive around in the open world. You'll be able to drive to different locations, tune in shops, different people's lands, start mini games, race around in the world. Building in the future, there'll be AI for the TRPD, which is like, the police, and there'll be star wanted levels and stuff like that. It's absolutely crazy. It's going to be, a mixture of all your favourite open world driving games features bashed into one.
Yeah.
Right, so the mini games features wise, we'll have Crazy Taxi 1, like the Crazy Taxi game, Destruction Derby, Cops and Robbers, Point to Point, Championship Racing. And then also not just land racing, like in the future, vehicles like boats, planes.
And then so the racing, whenever you do races, it's actually like a game. You're actually going to control your car like you're racing, like a video game.
Just like you're seeing right now. Like you're seeing right now.
Great.
And you can also explore the open world and meet up with your friends in, like, let's say you was coming down to this car park location here, and a couple of your friends are here. You can come down here and talk and, like, do little feat, whatever you want with your crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, bro.
Can you get out the car and beat someone to death? We'll leave that to GTA.
No, that unfortunately.
We keep it friendly at Taco. Well, that's really cool. Yeah, I didn't know much of this. I was pretty new to the project. So currently, you have a simulation game. You just saw it. You're tuning your car. And then depending on your tuning and some RNG, you're earning based on the simulated race results. Whereas in the future, can you say anything about like how far in the future, or just kind of whenever you get there?
Yeah, sure. Well, let's go to. Let me just pull up some dates here, because we're actually coming up to some very important dates very soon.
Okay, yeah, let's look at that, and then we'll do a Grubfish after that.
Perfect. Towards the end of this month, we're launching, as I just mentioned at the beginning of the race. Sorry, I'll just move something else onto the screen because I know that burned people's eyes. So TRC is the token that you can earn in our racing game. Like every time that you finish a race, you'll be earning our TRC token. That's going onto the blockchain at the end of the month. Sorry, I'm getting all confused with where I'm clicking here. Give me 1 second. Right. So, on September the 23rd to the 25th, we're at Digicon, and on the 30th of this month, we'll be doing the blockchain distribution of TRC, and also on the 23rd, which is the same day, that is Digicon. That is this weekend. It's wait a second. what date are we on now? 23rd. So tomorrow the 23rd, and starting with Digicon, we are releasing our houses. Let me just pull up this. If I click here, open original, will it let me? It's going to bring it up in a different window. Right, but basically, if you look on our, I can't find it on the website, or it's in my Discord. But we've got what's called houses dropping in our in-game shop, and these can be placed on your land, and they also give you a passive earnings increase on the tokens that you'll be earning through your land. I didn't get on to explaining that, and I know we've got to go to a grubfish, but as I say, it's just so diverse.
Yeah.
If we were to go into here, you'd be able to see everything that you need to learn about an open world that's in development and how the land works, because each land mines a different resource token, and each resource token is needed for different parts of the universe. So there'd be way too much to explain in this.
Yeah, I got you. And in the next section, we can keep going. And then also, there'll be a third section with just basic AMA, so we can like do any kind of extra then. But thanks for the overview. That's more than I thought that there was involved in this. So you really have a lot coming up.
Yeah, I know,
the open world thing is it's really cool to see something like that on Wax, though. Whenever it gets here, the open world, like an actual 3D game that you can go, and I like seeing more metaverse things happening, and hopefully the community will just jump right in and love it and hang out with each other. So that's really awesome. All right. The prizes for the next grub are some taco or some parts. So can you tell us about the parts? Like what the inside the parts pack, you have like engine and you have the other ones. What do they do? How do you use those?
So if we go over to this section here, I think it's the mechanic. You'll be able to equip parts to your vehicle to enhance performance. So as you can see, when you open up the parts packs, you can pull out different parts. These are common parts. You can also, from the front page of the website, you can go to the blending page where you can blend parts up to higher rarity. But like this here was a selected drop. I think this is a limited mint, a concept engine A51. So that's actually quite a powerful part. There isn't so much information on the specifics of what power is applied to the car individual, apart from that higher rarity is more power. But we will get some more information updated in the white paper about that in the future.
Okay, cool. So you're using those to equip there and beef up your vehicle.
And I'm still dead last.
All right, cool. So let's turn the old screen share off for a second. And go ahead and join the Grubfish. Boom, 62 people in this bad boy. That's what I'm talking about. And we have prizes, these ones. So we have a frame, transmission, engine, suspension, and engine. This came from one of the packs you gave me. I opened it so we can split it up here.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
No problem at all. No problem.
1st, 5th, 10th, 15th, and 20th. That's how I'm doing this one. So five parts. Can you maybe summarize what specifically these might do? What does a frame do? How does that help you?
Specifically, each part does not make a difference.
Oh, okay, currently.
Okay. It's later in the future that you'd need an engine, you'd need the suspension, you need one of each part to create a specific vehicle. It's just not fully put together at the moment.
Okay, cool.
But
so
it will give you, as Princess Phoenix is saying there, it gives you more base horsepower for now. And the horsepower is what is calculated in the factor also with the tuning. You know, I used what's called a founder's vehicle that has got a 15 horsepower base rate.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So again, it's very preliminary, anybody new, but you definitely can use these already to equip, to do their tuning.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely use them already to equip for extra base horsepower, yeah.
And then in the future, whenever the open world, I guess you'll use the same NFTs, right? And they'll give you more.
Of course.
Utility during the game. Cool. That's awesome.
Of course, yeah.
So you can hold these guys, use them during the current simulation version, and then also hold them for the future and use them then. So that's really exciting. You got a lot. And this is just the racers game. So here, after this grub, you're gonna go over a little bit of other stuff, taco swap, and kind of what that stuff is. All right, so here we go.
Got a lot of that.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. And thanks, Princess Phoenix. Thanks to everybody else that's answering stuff in chat. I'm kind of missing some things. Appreciate all the help. It's really cool to have you guys in here as well. I hope you enjoy the puzzles. All right, let's throw this off. Throw this off. Throw this off. And bada boom, bing, bam. Good luck. Good luck. You want 1st, 5th, 10th, 15th, or 20th on this one. That's what I'm talking about. So we can return to the racers in the 3rd section if there's anything else to look through there. I'm sure there is. You just barely grazed it. But here in the next section after this one, I want to talk about what other things Taco's doing. I know Taco Swap is a trading platform, kind of like Alcor, and then there's more, right? There's more than just Taco Swap. What? So you...
Oh my god, yeah. I will do Taco in the next section.
Okay, yeah. So we'll dive in. And I got a couple NFTs from Taco that we'll give out in the next Grubfish. So that's what we're gonna learn is what that is, and that's what's up.
Yeah, sure. I'll explain how that's used and how that works.
Cool. Cool. Watch for the brake blades. They'll get you. They'll get you. Appreciate anybody new that's here. I stream every Wednesday doing trivia, and then every Thursday we do AMAs. Next week we have WAXDAO. So Mike D Crypto from WAXDAO is coming on next week for an official collab and our official farm. We're gonna launch our own WAXDAO farm with Wax in the pool, so that's gonna be exciting as well. Lots of stuff coming up. Lots of stuff.
Shout out to Mike D Crypto. What
Absolutely.
Really, really like that guy.
Building great tools for sure. Helping creators out.
Sure. Empowering Wax communities, that guy. He honestly is the legend that's carrying the torch right now.
He's one of. Absolutely. All right, congratulations to Cesarpler, Omerta91, Huntman6622, Shamith again, you lucky, and Princess Phoenix. You all get a part, one of those parts. So congratulations. And you can rejoin for the next one. Now, once again, I'm going to take a little breaker. About 15-minute break-ish. And we'll bring your screen share back up. And yeah, like you were just saying a second ago, Taco and Taco Swap is different from Taco Racers. You have a bunch of stuff going on. So do kind of a little overview on that, on what, I mean, it's up to you how you want to, you've done this plenty of times already, so how you want to explain it to somebody new. And what are, actually real quick, I'll just show you what NFTs I do have. That way people kind of know what they're going to play for next. And then also they can look out for what, because I don't even know yet how you use these ones. So you'll explain that part. Let me just find them real quick here. I actually got these from being a Wax ambassador, so just a plug for that. This is the first one. There. These two NFTs from Taco are the first ones I've opted in and accepted to give away as a Wax ambassador. So I just want to disclose that. So thank you for working with ambassadors and or whoever's running the Taco prizes to do that and kind of give them something to talk about and give away. That's awesome. So we got a professional toke. toke?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, but the prices have come from Taco. They've come from Nico, who's head of hard marketing over at Taco. I'll show you how.
And then also,
used, but basically,
yeah, and also a dishwasher helmet, which looks like that guy. So there you go. All right.
We have both equipment that can be used in our play-to-earn game.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and explain away the other things and how you would use those NFTs.
Let's log into the Taco website and we'll pull up Brigade to begin with. Taco Swap, I've been covering a lot. I'm sure half the people that that tune into these streams quite a lot are pretty bored of me talking about swap. I would have thought.
Well, I've heard it's
But,
a really good platform. People are earning more there for trading their
I'm going
tokens.
to get into swap, sure, but I'll just start with Brigade.
Okay.
So basically what's going on here, you'll see I'm actually working at the Shingland venue. Shout out to Shingland because they are the highest level venue currently. When the next venue gets to level 300, because how it works is we are in Taco, we have what's called lands. Well, they're called venues, but they're like lands. You have a taco venue and you can upgrade them using a taco token and the ingredients that can be crafted using the venue. And you use these to blend to basically level up your venue to the highest level possibly, unlocking features as we come along. So at level 100, Brigade was unlocked. What we're seeing right now, this is a play-to-earn game for everybody to play. It's free to play as well, from if you've literally got nothing to start. But it's at the level 300, our next huge game, Ecryptia, is going to be releasing. And it's looking like it's about 30-40 days away of upgrades for Shingland. So what you was just looking at there with that professional Torque and the dishwasher helmet is equipment. So if you go to equipment, this is where you can equip some of the equipment that would be showing up there.
Okay.
Look, there's an epic equipment there. So I can equip this I can put this this has got, sorry, just let me get me words here because I'm just getting muddled up. Right.
It's all good.
With this epic equipment, you can see it's got 3 power and it's got 2 luck. How this works is the power increases the mining power of the shing that might be able to get a reward for volunteering at this venue. That increases our power. And the number 2 is the luck. And this is like entries into a raffle, which is pulled daily. It's not only entries into the taco raffle, where up to 15 Brigade single packs are distributed every 24 hours. But also this venue, if you can see, is giving away 5 NFTs today. So every time that I work on this venue, with that particular piece of equipment, I'll also be getting 2 raffle entries to the NFTs that I could possibly win. So let me just equip that really quick.
Love that utility. That's cool. That's a nice utility to include.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so venue owners will unlock the ability to drop NFTs from level 100. So now that equipment's in there, I can now go to execute, which is basically work at this venue for the given period of time. Because I've got 2 equipments staked, it's going to be a 2-hour work, but I'll get paid straight away.
Okay.
So let me sign that, and then.
So you're working like a taco place here.
I've just received 1,593 shing. Yeah, so I'm working at this venue, and what I've just done there, I've earned some shing for myself. The venue Shingland has earned 5% of what I just earned, and they will have also earned some EXP, which is required to upgrade to the next level.
Okay.
Also to move up to the next level would require ingredients and taco, and it's not cheap at this high level venue. You know, you're talking few hundred wax per upgrade currently. So it's a huge investment of time and wax to build these venues up. So I mean, the people who have taco venues are really, really, really dedicated to the taco ecosystem. So that's basically Brigade in its entirety, the function as it stands right now. It's a simple. It was just the first one that we released. Ecryptia is the biggest next update.
Okay.
That was our first play-to-earn game. All of the equipment and everything, it all has future utilities. If you've been in Taco for a while, you'll know that everything has utility piled on it. The further that we move forward, nothing becomes redundant ever. We also have a load of blending that I couldn't get into right now because it'd be going on too long. But you can blend your equipment up to higher rarities, and you can also upgrade them as well, like to bronze, and then eventually you'll be able to go to silver and gold.
Okay, cool. So you got yourself a different play-to-earn game here, which is kind of like a staking thing, depending on your equipment. It's set up like a taco stand-like thing, and you're using your equipment to execute there and earn some tokens.
So you can see by owning a taco venue, you're also earning passive shing from this, which is going up right now. Like I'm actually earning shing on this right now. And then if I wanted to upgrade this venue, which is currently level 30, it's going to cost me 1 taco token, 1 cilantro ingredient, and 1 pepper ingredient to take it to level 31. You'll be able to see if I wanted, with this truck, this lime truck, I can craft a lime. With that lime, I can use that to upgrade myself, trade with somebody else who needs that to upgrade, or sell it on the secondary market, or you can also burn it for taco token. Many utilities.
All right, so you have multiple options, and yeah, so you use ingredients. I kind of dig that. You got ingredients for the tacos, and I guess you're making tacos as far as like the game goes, right?
Yes, yeah. But so basically, when you go through the levels, different things are unlocked. See, level 100 unlocks Taco Brigade for everybody. Then at level 120, you can give NFTs in your venue. Level 150 brings staking. By staking taco to your venue, you can increase EXP. You can increase EXP. Ingredients reroll, and right, that one is already out anyway. Basically, that's just if you've got 2 commons, you can upgrade and get a higher rarity ingredient. And I don't know why that's staying star level 1. Right, anyway, that means level 300 anyway, which is Dungeon Portal, which is the beginning word for Encryptia. It's now called Encryptia, as everybody knows it. That's the name of the game, just labelled as Dungeon Portal there. That will be hopefully unlocked within the next 40 days.
Okay. Wow, a lot of stuff. I didn't know any of this part of it, so that's why I was asking how to use the NFTs.
Crazy.
I never tried this one.
It's absolutely crazy, bro. Really, really deep.
Yeah.
So then if we go to Taco Swap, our newest DeFi platform. So this is basically a token swap, like you've seen, much like on Alcor before. Easy to use. You just take your token, swap one taco for some shing, no problem at all. A swap how you would know it, but it's cheaper than the Alcor by up to 1 second. It's getting boiling in here. It's I'm red hot. Yeah, so the by up to 50%, so the fee can be 0.15% by what your staking is. What makes Taco Swap in my opinion, the best swap on Wax is the ability for projects to offer rewards of their token as an incentive for people providing liquidity for their tokens. So this is absolutely something that the Wax space has needed for a while. We always did do LP rewards. That was one of our most popular features, was for people to provide LP for Taco and for Shing, and then they would receive Taco and Shing as rewards for doing that. So we wanted to bring that available for all projects in an easy UI for everybody to use. It's a game changer for Wax, really.
Yeah,
because
it is.
Now all of these projects here that you can see, we've got over 35 different projects now and over 70 pools that are incentivized. All of these you can get 1 token or more, because both sides of the pool can provide liquidity rewards. So if it's Taco and Nefty can provide rewards, so can Taco. You can double it up. It's absolutely crazy. Great way of making passive rewards, as long as you understand the risk of permanent loss.
Right.
Impermanent loss.
Right, and that was a great way to quickly explain that. So you're doing a very good job at that. I understand this just because I've done research on LP and stuff in the past. But let me reiterate really quickly for more noob type people. So basically on Taco Swap, you're able to swap any Wax token that's partnered with them, that's here in the list, for another token.
No,
what is it?
It doesn't have to be partnered with us. It can be absolutely any token that you wish. They don't have to have a pool with us. It's basically
the pool is just the extra rewards then, for the LP holders. Got it. So that's really awesome.
Yes.
You can sell your tokens of other games into Wax using this platform. But the way that actually works is you need what they call liquidity pools. People have to put money into a pool, and then using that pool, that's how it gets traded on. That's how other people can trade token to token, because it uses the money in the pool to kind of do that seamlessly. And now, what is the incentive for somebody to put money into a pool like that, to put liquidity in? Well, through this, they're offering reward pools for LP holders. So basically, if I want to provide liquidity, I'm going to put in money into the pool. It's actually a pair. It's 2 tokens, but without going into how that works, you're going to put in two tokens equal dollar value of each. So whatever the equivalent dollar value of each of is. And then you go in there, that helps other people swap, and then in return, I'm going to be getting rewards for that, which comes from what you was just saying, the projects that put in the LP rewards on there. So it's kind of like a system that all works together to let people swap tokens, and then it's rewarding for the people providing liquidity. Is that about right?
Often, that is absolutely perfect on explaining it. The only risk there is impermanent loss, but with most of these incentivized pools, because the pools are quite large in most cases and they're incentivized, there is risk, but it's minimal, and you're also earning rewards, which is more than what risk you are exposed to, in a sense. Do you know what I mean? It's not always, in 95% of cases that's how it is, but it's always risk. So
a really quick overview of impermanent loss. Basically, what I just said is you're putting in 2 tokens that have the same dollar value. So if I put in Wax and I put in Taco, or like any other token, and they both equal $1, okay? But the value of them changes. You know how that works. The value of the tokens change. So what happens in the pool is it keeps the same dollar value. I'm still going to have the same equal amount dollar value on each side, but they're going to fluctuate because the 2 coins have different values that increase. And in between me putting into the pool and me taking out of the pool, there could potentially be a loss in like your coins because it's fluctuating automatically. But the incentive here is the rewards you get from the LP often offset that loss. I did this on a different chain last year. That's why I kind of know a little bit about it. But basically, so you might have a loss, and that's why it has some risk, and you should know more about it. You should research more if you're going to be providing liquidity. But whenever you have these big pools like this that come from the projects, like the LP rewards, they can often just offset whatever you lost. So whatever you end up lost, you end up having more based on the reward. But it's a risk thing. It's completely up to you guys to research. So you always say not financial advice. We're just trying to educate you. This is out there. You can learn about it, and you can do passive income by doing that.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to that about somebody mentioned there. It's his first one. He says he can't wait to bring his LPs from NFT over to Taco. Right, so I just have to mention this is his announcement that's just come out today, but we're now we're already officially partnered with Nifty Blocks, but Nifty Blocks is moving their liquidity pool over from Alcor to Taco Swap. That is actually around 20% of the volume of Wax.
Yeah, that's a lot. Nifty's a big, so congrats for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge, like bigger than you can imagine. 20% of Wax coming to Taco Swap.
Wow,
so
applause.
Yeah, for those that are already in the Taco WAXNFT pool, you do not have to do anything. Do not panic. It will be done automatically. I think the date is the 8th of October. I will absolutely double check, but no matter what, you don't need to worry so much because it's completely automatic. And not only will you now be receiving rewards, extra rewards on your NFT, you'll be also receiving Taco rewards on top of that. So absolutely,
that's so
massive.
Cool. It's very exciting. Very exciting. So much stuff going on. So we just went, we did a really quick overview. You have so much stuff to look at. Of the racers, and then the Taco Brigade, and then now the Taco Swap. So that's a lot of stuff going on. If anybody has questions, you can throw them in the chat, and we'll still cover them this stream. But if you really want to dig in, just go into their Discord, and they're in there. They'll be helpful. The Taco Racers Discord. There's also a Taco Discord, but is that an active Discord? I didn't see a general chat in there, unless I'm just not. I didn't get verified.
You need to link your Wax wallet. I am the community manager there, bro. That is the best server I've got, but you need to link your Wax wallet.
So I just need to do that. I just didn't see the chat, so I need to link my wallet, and then you'll see. All right, so there you go.
Because, you have to come into the welcome chat first because you get a lot of people that just come into general and ask stupid questions.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
we put them into the welcome chat first.
All right, so there's 2 Discords to join, one for each one that kind of focuses on the taco stuff and focuses on the racer stuff. You can join both, and if you want to dive in and get into it, they're there to help. So there you go. That's awesome.
So I just want to cover it really quick before you start the Grubfish there. One of EB was asking in the comments there about Taco Marketplace. I'm showing it on the screen share now, but we already have the Taco Marketplace powered by NFT blocks built into our site. So if you buy or sell any NFTs using our marketplace, Taco NFTs on our site, you'll still be getting all your NFT rewards as well.
Awesome. Yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Taco's got a lot of stuff coming in the future. So any NFT you get from them, you can use it already for what they got, but then you can also hold that guy for the future and what you can use it later. So there's always utility piling up on it. That's what he was saying. That's really cool. Very, very awesome to see you focusing on that. Utility and like being rewarding to the community. Everything you're doing, there's always thinking about that. How can we add the most value for community and add utility for the NFTs that exist already, not just new stuff in the future? So that's awesome.
Of course, we want to be pioneering on Wax. Do you know what I mean? We want to be the go-to, empowering all communities across Wax, like providing tools, great place for communications, massive collaborations, things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we do want to expand as Wax too. We want Wax to expand, and that's part of our goal as an ambassador too, is to kind of onboard new people as well, and get some more mainstream projects coming in. And when they have these kinds of tools, they just need to see it. They just need to see how efficient this blockchain is. Not just the creators and the brands, but the users. Because whenever the gamers get here, whenever the mainstream gamer demographic understands that they can own their in-game assets, and it's not just housed in some game company's server somewhere, they actually can own them and profit from them and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully that'll be a big boom for Wax in the future. So we're all in a really good space for this, and hopefully in the next few years we're going to see a lot of great things coming from it.
Yeah.
What about upcoming regulation on crypto? Any thoughts on whether it is anything to worry about? What are your thoughts?
In terms of a project, it's too early to say anything. Taco is an officially registered company in Italy. We're fully doxed. You can check us all out. We're all in the white paper. We're all linked in. We're a registered company. We do everything by the book. We pay taxes. Mm-hmm. We're not some shady crypto project or anything like that. Really, we're ready to follow regulation in crypto, but we're not so scared of it because it's usually regional. Crypto regulation in America is different to how it is in Europe. Mm-hmm. It's different to how it is in all over the world. So sometimes it can be region specific, and there just needs to be more I don't think there needs to be. That's a speculation all in itself, but regulation is something that needs to become something that is more all across the world, it decided together rather than regional in a sense. Do you know what I mean? Because then Taco might be okay in one region and not okay in another, and so it's not something we're totally worried about right now. But we do everything by the book. So
yeah, well, that's the important part. So because I've had a lot of crypto activity last year, so I had to get a special crypto tax accountant to go over my stuff. So I talked about this stuff with him. So crypto laws and regulations are still very lax right now. It's a very gray area in a lot of ways. That includes like sweepstakes and all these giveaways and things. So as time passes, regulations do happen. But basically, they just follow the accountants and everything. Whenever you do things by the book and you are registered right, you just kind of got to look through what is legal currently, and then anticipate where it's going. And it's not like it's gonna be just outlawed all over the world. That's kind of ridiculous. So some region, like you say, regions and countries might do things differently. As they happen, you just kind of have to adapt. But most often you can adapt as long as you're doing everything right based on the current laws to your best knowledge. Then you're fine. That goes for individuals too. Like if you have a lot of crypto activity, depending on where you live, there's a lot of tax implications with that. You have to report all your transactions, all that stuff. As long as you're doing it in your best interest, or like in your best faith, to where you think you're doing the best and you're doing your due diligence, they're not gonna penalize you later. Basically, it's kind of how I was told that. So if things come up, then you just have to adapt. They're not gonna penalize you for what you did in the past while it was not regulated. Kind of like that. So there may be things coming up, but as far as crypto in general, I don't think it's going to affect very much. And Wax is already pretty mainstream. I mean, we got mainstream brands in, so like it's a right space. And as far as projects and investing into projects, there's different things to look for. Like he just said, you're fully doxed, registered company, doing everything by the book. Same thing with me over here. Like we got a company. And you just got to kind of look for all that. Actually, there was just an interview on BD's stream with Alcy where they talked about that. What are some signs to look for in a project to that make it look like it could last? What are some signs of shady projects? So these are just kind of part of due diligence in your investing. But as far as a whole goes, like the whole of crypto and the whole of Wax, there will be regulations, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be something that's shutting anything down. Unless they did things shady to begin with. Maybe, there should be a crackdown on scams and things. It's kind of gray area on how that's done. How do you figure that out? How do you regulate it? But there is a lot of scams in crypto. I think more so in other chains than Wax, but Wax too. And these are things that the public should be protected from in a sense. And this is one reason the mainstream is still not into NFTs and crypto is because they don't understand it, and there are many scams out there. So you do have to kind of watch out for. So I don't think regulation's a bad thing, but at the same time, there's a balance to it, and we're just here along the way trying to ride the balance basically. But as long as the projects are doing everything that they're supposed to the best of their effort, then you're in the right place anyway. You shouldn't have to worry. On most chain, one of the requirements to get whitelisted for future drops is you need to stake a certain amount of their token in the pool. Would you do that in the future for your project?
Yeah, I saw that question from eBay. Does he mean as a member or as a project? Because I think he means as a member. Mm-hmm. So basically, I don't think we're looking at staking tokens to be whitelisted for future drops. The way it usually works is we have like roles. EB already knows this, specific in the Discord anyway, but we've got VIPs. So VIPs always get whitelist number 1, and then whitelist number 2 is often decided on kind of a specifics at the time, but it goes to our top roles a lot of the time. So in Taco, we've got top Tacos role, which is, hang on a sec, there's like, right, we got top Taco role, which is basically for standout community members. They often get a whitelist of drops. And also in the Taco Racers server, we've got top racers. In the past, we've used different ways of whitelisting. For one time, it was you had to buy 100 farm extractors for whitelist 2 on the venues drop, which might seem like that was like quite a lot you had to buy. But like 1 month later, if you'd have sold them, at like 10x. So it was worth getting that whitelist. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't think we're looking at staking tokens for whitelisting anytime soon.
Okay. All right. So cool. Thank you for this. Thank you for their chat. We're going to have one more section. We're going to do a Grubfish now. So go ahead and join !play in your wallet. And then after this, it'll be casual. Last section. It won't last too long, but basically anything extra we want to talk about, any last questions, we'll do that then, and then sign you off. And then once I sign you off, we're still going to do 3 more Grubfish for other prizes. So stick around to the end of the stream because there's still more prizes to come, all right? So for this Grubfish, I have 1st and 20th. We'll get one of these that we were talking about. So uncommon, common. So first place will get the uncommon professional toque here, and 20th place will get this common dishwasher helmet. All right, that's what's happening on this Grubfish. And boom, last call. Crypto Shots. It's Crypto Shots in the chat. What's up, man? What's up, man?
Shout out Crypto Shots.
Hey, he also streams too, so shout out any WAX streamers. Any WAX streamers in the house. Give yourself a shout out. You can do the !SO in your channel. Cause we always try to follow and raid WAX streamers. Alright, 67 people.
I stream every Tuesday with NFT Gamer TV for Taco Tuesday.
Oh, right. NFT Gamer TV. We had them as a collab too. So there you go.
Yeah, great guys. TD and Sunny, good friends of mine.
Boom! Boom ski! There we go. A good of luck. Hey, good of luck. We got a big one. Crypto Shots with the big grub. And then he's gonna explode. Oh no! Watch out! Oh, watch out! Boom! There it goes. There it goes. There's the explosion. General Discharge in the house too. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for being here. We will be... Oh, another explosion! Big explosion! We got some ruthless people in the house today. We're down to the last few people. We're down to Drewmar Old Mankey and CQ Patriot. Good of luck! And there you have it. And there you have it. Congratulations to CQ Patriot. You got yourself the uncommon Taco NFT. PBBDYO, who won earlier. I don't know how you guys keep landing the right number, but congratulations. You got yourself one of the common Taco NFTs, the dishwasher one. All right. So you can go ahead and rejoin again. We will have 3 more Grubfish games before the end of the stream. And now we're just gonna do a little Lex, just a Q&A, or if you wanted to show anything extra, you're welcome to. I think that there were questions in the chat, but they were also answered in the chat. So thank you all that answered questions in the chat for us to kind of clear things up. One question I have here, I don't know if it was answered, but any plans to bring the game to console? Or is it going to just stay on?
No, it's a web-based game.
Web-based game. It would kind of be hard to integrate Wax into console anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that. Do you know what? I hope that in the future that could be, but it's not something that we've looked at. I know that.
Thanks for the cool stream and new app to play and earn. Thank you. Thanks for trying it out. How do the badges work on ConsumerBreak?
We've got such some of the people that are in our taco community, like Gatorian, Princess Phoenix, Jack, Jeff. You know, like these people, they help out all the time. They know stuff more than me sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Boy.
Especially Jack. Like he's like a blockchain detective. So it's great that these guys always help me out and provide answers in the chat as well.
Absolutely.
I try my best, but as you know, these things are so diverse, and I'm a busy guy.
Oh yeah. We're all busy. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot, to all. So these guys, they understand it just as much as me, and they're great at helping out in the chat. Can't thank them enough.
Love that. Love a community that helps the community. That's really awesome. I'll cover some hybrid creature stuff after. Here by the end of the stream, but after I sign him off, the question about a badge. Would you be able to use a controller for the web-based game or just keyboard and mouse? Well, don't they make controllers that just act like keyboards, right? Maybe, and you can sync it up. I don't know.
You will be able to use a controller, I would have thought, because maybe you can change the key binds in the, as long as the controller's recognizing as like this key, that key, then yeah, technically you can play any game.
Be racing around with their little controllers. All right, that's really cool. Any other questions? Did you want to show us any more? Did you have more footage other than the one we saw already with the police car?
There is other footage, but it'd be really difficult to find because it's buried in Discord somewhere.
Oh, okay, it's all good. So if you wanted to dive into Discord and find some things, you can find it. You gave us some.
I'm not sure that all of it is able to show. That's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Some of it is like stuff that I can't show. So
you gave some dates. What do you know around when we can start the very first open world beta where people can start driving their little car around, or is that like a next year thing, or are we closer to that?
From tomorrow the 23rd, we've got the houses dropping in the in-game shop, which you'll be able to apply to your land. The land is still not distributed yet, but once land is available, you'll be able to equip the houses to the land. We've got that drop tomorrow. We've got TRC on the 30th of September going onto a blockchain token, because currently that's only an in-game token on the site. That will be going as a token that you can hold in your wallet. That's on the 30th of September. And what was I just about to say there? And the testing for open world with VIPs and top racers, hopefully within 30 to 50 days.
Okay.
Testing those.
Okay, so great. So we're looking at this year still. Before end of year, you guys can already start testing around that open world 3D game and start driving around and kind of trying that out. Right there. Alpha testing for open world is October 4th. Well, that's really soon.
There you go. See, that's what I mean. These guys, they know more than me sometimes.
Well, that's really soon. That's awesome. That's only a couple of weeks away. That's exciting. Definitely get in there. Anybody interested, get in there and start trying that out. Providing the feedback, because that's helpful for creators. Because creators try to do the best they can on what they think is good, and then next thing you know, the community's giving suggestions you didn't think about, and boom, that's what's great about community-oriented projects, is you can listen to that feedback and apply it. So lots of stuff coming up. Lots of stuff. I just want to bring up Digicon here. We have here's kind of the place you would go to log in. You forgot to mention there's NFT and TRC claimable in the game from the rewards section.
Yes, of course. Let me 1 second.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, anything else, guys, that are part of the community? Anything we didn't cover? I mean, I know we didn't cover things in depth, but anything to kind of just surface level to show? Go for it.
So, yeah, 1 second. Oh yeah, that is showing. Basically, this is in the rewards page, and as you move up the levels, like from racing, how we did in the tuning mode, every time you do a race, you also gain experience, which moves up these levels. So you can also claim NFT equipment parts and TRC tokens as you move up the levels as well.
Oh, okay, they're locked. Cool. So the more you race, the more you can unlock there, huh?
Yes.
Great. So every race that you do, you're claiming token. You say Shing token? Or it was another token?
with the Taco Racers tuning mode, you can use. Currently in this season, it doesn't look like they've got a Taco League, but usually there's a Taco League, a Shing League, and a Wax League. Look, there's a Shing League and a Wax League there, but usually there's a Taco League as well. So it works on Taco tokenomics, but also in the future you may be able to use TRC to race as well.
Okay, great. And then the more you race, you can claim NFTs there. So there you go. Awesome, awesome sauce.
Watch this one, yeah? We'll leave this on the screen a second.
Okay.
Right, we'll go into this race here, and we'll see if we can get some good settings this time. Right.
You bid with Shing or Wax and win TRC for racing.
I'm in the Shing League.
Okay.
And it looks like it might rain this time, but I'm not 100%. So this time I'll use instead of using the rain tires, I'll use the standard tires, because then you don't get a decrease or a boost. Do you know what I mean? It makes no difference using the standard tire. But if I use the racing tire in the rain, then it'll definitely slow me down. So I'll use the standard fuel, standard tires on that setup there. Let's see where I come this time.
When does the current season end? You have seasons?
Yes, so each season is different rewards, different prizes,
okay.
Different leagues, different settings. Let me just go into here and I will get the end of the season because it's in the pins. Season 3 should end approximately Sunday the 9th of October.
Okay. And then you have a next season starting right away or some time in between?
It was snowing on that one, and I used if I'd have used the snow tires, you see, I came third this time, so I actually did okay. And if I'd have used the snow tires, then I would have definitely beat on this race, I think.
Nice. What I do is one race, look at my time, and then adjust tuning just a bit, if better time to adjust more.
It.
There you go. See, it's a tuning. That kind of makes sense. Race, tune, until you figure out your tuning the best way.
That was it.
All right, cool.
I don't know why this... Oh, 1 sec. Oh, right, yeah, that was what made up my... You see the parts that we was equipping?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's added to my base rate. Like 0.5 HP for all the different parts that I've equipped. And 105 horsepower to start with. And then you can also, once your race is finished, obviously you can go to results and claim. You can see that I've got a balance there. I came third in that race. I won 1,000 Shing. And even though I came last in the last race, I won 150 Shing.
Awesome. So you're earning something. And then that Shing you can use in game, or you can go right over to Taco Swap and swap it out, right?
Yeah, man.
Nice. Very cool. So we learned a bit today. Got us a little intro to Taco. So here I just want to show for Digicon, basically the booths look like this right here. This was the last one we had. So you get like a little booth area, you get an avatar, you walk around, you can customize your avatar. It's completely free. You go in from the web browser, Digicon. It's going to open tomorrow morning, and it'll be open until Sunday. So you can go in here to any other rooms, any other booths. When you get close to people or inside their booths, it's going to open up like a voice chat so you can hang out with people. It's kind of really cool for us creators and streamers because all we ever see is chat from you guys, and you always see us. But you get in there, like last time I met people here. Pila is one of our fans, and you get to meet them in the voice and the cam, and kind of it's a lot more personal. And there's a lot of events happening too. We're gonna have events at our booth too, so don't miss out on that. Digicon is up, says Nasty. Not yet, but tomorrow will be. Tomorrow it's open to the public. and you can go on in there 24/7 for the weekend. You can pop in anytime you want. So basically, the events are during the day and they're on the schedule. But even in the middle of the night, some people will be out and about. There's people all over the world, so you never know who you might meet. There you go. All right. Any other last questions before we sign Plaques off here? Thank you for coming on and doing all this and like you explain things really well. I can tell you've done this before, so especially like for a noob, sometimes it's hard to explain some complicated things to people that aren't into it yet. But we got a nice overview here. We're very excited. You got the Taco Racers tuning game, which is a simulation game. But then the open world comes out very, very soon, and you'll actually start to drive around race cars or whatever cars you get. You're gonna have skins for different cars, or how's that? Or is it just they're all NFTs? You're gonna roll out with different cars and vehicles and boats and all sorts of different things coming. That's cool. And then the Taco Brigade, you can go ahead and make tacos and do some play to earn there with the NFTs. And then Taco Swap is where you can swap different tokens and you can get passive earnings that way.
That's correct.
That's awesome, awesome, awesome. What's Plaques eat to be pretty?
Spicy phoenixes.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you very much for having me on Consumer Break.
Absolutely.
Great host.
Absolutely. And go ahead and play our puzzle game. I'll look at that here after I sign you off. We'll look at that again some more. And get into our bounty block and enter all those things. And you can enter some giveaways. That'll end next week. So with that, I'm going to sign Plaques off. Appreciate you being here. Any last words to the fam before you leave?
Thank you very much for having me on. Hope you can't wait for the open world and for a Crypto coming with Taco. Keep up with us in the Discord. Thank you very much to Consumer Break for the app, for the game that they've created and the collaboration giveaway and having me on the stream. Just thank you very much.
Absolutely. Great. Well, I'll see you at Digicon then. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day until then.
See you soon, bro. Thank you very much.